Hello everyone, in this video I will be mentioning 6 different ways by which you can budget money as a teenager. Money issues are one of the most difficult things to tackle as a teenager. I believe that learning how to budget effectively and saving money makes you understand the importance of budgeting. The earlier you start financial education for yourself, the more knowledge you will have about money, whether you receive money from your parents or relatives or earn it by yourself. However, learning how to budget and manage your money wisely is a must for all teenagers. Let's get started. Make sure you do have a pen and a paper so you can have it in black and white when you need it. Understanding what to buy and what not to buy and paying your bills on time is very important. You have to plan money expenditure until your next payday wisely. You may have a hard time coping with it if you don't learn the basics. As for parents who might as well be watching this, I must mention here that as a parent, you need to educate your children about their personal financial situation and how to achieve financial freedom for a better future. You can talk about financial topics in everyday conversation. Give some examples how it will affect the future. You may start with your experiences. Tell your story how you learned to budget and started saving your money. You must get real early on when it comes to money. So before starting, I would appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the like button for the sake of the YouTube algorithm so it may recommend to as many beautiful people as you and help them with their financial success. I will mention here 6 great ways to learn to budget. So let's begin. The first one on the list is number 1, understanding the difference between needs and wants. In teenage, we must learn how to budget and manage our money. We need to understand about our wants and needs. Teach yourself that there are necessities, which means things necessary to live life, such as food, clothing and housing. And there are other things that you might want which are known as desires. After you understand this, try to make your budget to understand that your spending needs are your top priority. It is seen that if the teens are raised by wealthy parents, they often have trouble deciding what to prioritize when shopping. But when they start earning independently, they become price conscious and they start understanding about the needs and the wants. Only after they start living alone, they become more responsible with the budgeting their money. Number 2 on my list is to learn the basics. You have to understand between the actual and expected cost of your goals, your short-term and long-term goals. You should know the basics of after-tax and pre-tax income and the basics of compound interest. If you are interested in investing, I can introduce you to the basic of the stock market. It is recommended that you open a bank account while you are still young, so you can track spending, transaction fees, potential overdrafts and other issues. After which, you can save money and track spending in a much better way. Learn how to reconcile checkbook balances, track your spending using banking apps or portals and use debit cards at first. Once you see that you are spending your money well, you can open a credit card with a lower limit. Learn how to use it responsibly and pay off the balances each month regularly. Third on my list is learn how to manage your money effectively. It is important that you learn to spend your hard-earned money wisely. You may not have a lot of money on hand, but don't worry, it will come in life eventually. However, try not to spend on useless things. It will help you budget for the first few months. After that, you may let go it alone. Important categories to look at includes clothing, saving and leisure. When you're teenage, you learn to sort money into different categories without asking for extra pocket money from your parents. It means that you are managing the money well. There are some apps which can also be used for help to manage your money wisely. I will be dealing with everything on finance, including trading and cryptos on my channel. If you are interested in watching and listening to such topics, a subscription to the channel would be admirable. Now the 4th tip, participate in creating a household budget. Start from your home and start discussing about the household budget with your parents. Don't expect to figure everything out right away on the very first day. Getting involved in the household planning helps you to practice money and management skills. Sit down along with your parent and ask them about their monthly budget, about their monthly household items that they have to buy. The discussion will include the amount of money coming in, the bills that must be paid, and other costs such as education and medicines. Watch the extra money you spend on things like clothing and dining. This way you can be sure that every penny is on the budget. You may have that idea that if you have more than what you can afford pay in a month, you may be in debt. This is the best way to understand the consequence of bad financial habits. Learn from your parents' experiences. Number 5 is to learn how to delay gratification. One of the hardest things as a teenager is to wait until budgeting and saving for the item you want to buy. Not only teenagers but also adults tend to make impulsive purchases. You should learn to practice delayed gratification. This means you need to focus on buying what you need and delay buying what you want. Say, for example, a well-known gadget company has just released a latest model and your friends have them. It doesn't mean that you should get them for yourself at the earliest. Make sure you understand that you must wait until you have enough money left over to buy it. Along with you must ask it to yourself that is the gadget very much important to you, and if the answer is yes, you must save the money first and then buy it. Last on the list is learning debt results. You may be wondering why debt should be included when learning to budget the money. This is to understand the importance of budgeting the money and saving for the future needs, as taking out loan is not a good idea. You must learn to limit your debt first. You should know this as much as possible. Sometimes it is okay for you to make mistakes to show that every wrong choice has consequences. If you are over budget for a month, you should understand that borrowing money is not the only solution. It is best to cut your budget for the next month if your source of money is an allowance. Do not increase your monthly allotment to pay off the previous month debt. Learn to limit your next. Learning how to budget is not easy. A good understanding will help you improve your understanding and the importance of budgeting. I definitely hope the tips I mentioned here will help you all to mature about money. And yes, if you don't think you are not ready to handle the money yourself, don't force it on yourself. Be patient and eventually you will learn. Remember, if you start saving and investing in your teens, you will be well ahead of most people as you age, and it will significantly increase the rate of achieving your long-term financial goals. Compounding money is a very powerful force, and the sooner you start, the better off you will be. Do tell me, what do you think about money and management, and how do you handle your pocket money? I would love to hear your experiences. Hope you like my video, and if you are interested in improving your financial future, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if this video is helpful. Peace.